Welcome back. So functions returning functions. Let's do the opposite of the last lecture and create a functions that return a new function. So I'm going to write a very simple greet function here because this is really just to demonstrate the point here as easily as possible. So here we can pass in a greeting like hi or hello or something like that. Then all the function will do is to return a new function. So as always, we write return and then simply a new function value, and this new function that will return also have a parameter, so it will be able to receive the arguments. So let's just start writing constant greet. We'll just say function of greeting here, and then here we'll just say return function name. Here we'll just say, and then here we'll just console.log. Here we'll just say greeting, then here we'll just say name, then here we'll just say greet hey. Now, what will be the result of this function call? Well, it's going to be the function right here, okay? And so let's just store the result of the function call. So let's just say, so we'll just say this constant greeter, greeter a equals to, here we'll just say greet of a, okay? And also we'll just declare here greeter a of Lohit, and greeter a of Max. So when we run it, see, as you can see here, hey Lohit, hey Max. So this hey is getting added before to this greeter hey, as you can see here. Okay. So this worked again because the greeter hey, it's essentially this. So we are calling it with the arguments of Lohit here, and so this name, of course. So this name that we specified here, this the greeting, he is still coming from the greet function here. In case you are wondering why that actually worked, it is because of something called a closure. Now closures are a very complex and difficult to understand mechanism that's part of JavaScript. So there are two separate videos at end of this session about closures. So closure is one of the most misunderstood topics in JavaScript. So don't worry about that now. What matters here is our first function, a greet return, and then a new function that we store in this variable here, greet hey, greeter hey. And this variable is now just a function that we can call as we did here again using the parenthesis syntax here. And of course, we also can do it in one go, and we can call greet. Let's just say hello now. Now here we'll pass it everything here in the one line, as you can see here, using the parenthesis. Here we just say hello, and then using the or operator here. And then here again we'll use the parenthesis, and then here we'll just say John. So when so here is not greeter hey, we can use just directly the greet function here, as you can see here. Hello John. Here we have just declared here in the one simple line using this greet function here. So as you can see here, right? All right, now this example might look a little bit weird and unnecessary for you, like what this point of having functions returning other functions. Well, this was actually became extremely useful in some situations, and especially if you are using a really important programming paradigm called function programming. We are gonna actually look at a functional programming by the end of this course. Anyway, let's make sure you understand this here, and especially this line of code, if you understand this here. Okay, so if you understand what just happened here, now just a small change to finish here. Let me just rewrite the function here, you only using the arrow functions, and believe me, that's gonna look a bit confusing, but I am sure you can do it. So let's just take some time and try to rewrite the greet function using the arrow functions. So let's just say, so we'll do this as a challenge, right? So we'll just say challenge here, and then we'll just start writing our code. Constant greet arrow using this arrow, right? So we'll just say uh, greeting, and then here we'll just say name console.log. Here we'll just say the same thing here, greeting, and then name. Okay, and then here we'll use greet arrow. Here we'll just say hi, and then see here we got our code output here. So what we just did here was we just simply changed the function, only the first line here using the arrow, and then the rest everything this console.log as is we have written everything same here. We just written this. So this is even the shorter way of writing the same function, but in my opinion, it's actually a lot more confusing. So that's why I wrote it using the more traditional way. Okay, but in the end, more traditional way here. But in the end, it's simply one arrow function returning another arrow function. So that's the essence of this video, which I hope it was clear to you. So let's move on to the next one. Thank you.